Sebastian for the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by.
Hello, man. How are you?
I'm really good.
Thank you. I would like to introduce myself first. I'm Murad, 33 years old. I'm from Iraq, Kirkuk city. I'm founder and the guitarist of Dark Fandom Iraqi metal band.
Brilliant. You guys started back in 2007, and it's been a bit of a long
Uh,
gap, hasn't there, since you've released anything? Um,
Actually, I started playing guitar in 2007, but we started create a band in 2009.
right.
Yeah. First, the idea becomes between uh, behind when we had the Iraqi war in 2003. After that, when we're a teenager, we walk in the streets, and sometimes we get made in U.S. Army in the streets. And one time, I get Metallica CD, and that CD is changed different things when I listen to them. Different music, different type of lyrics, and music talking about different subjects, and more power with the sound of the guitars.
Uh-huh.
And I thinking about learning guitar, and I bought a classic guitar, and I learned myself from with my friends. He teach me some tips from what he know, and then I started learning myself from YouTube, and and there was my cousin. He loved the idea. He is now the lead guitarist of the band. Together we played and practiced it in my home, and then we looked for members in Kirkuk, and we found metalheads in university and social media. And when the band is complete, together we get rehearsal from 2009 till 2011. And the Dark Phantom names came from the our city. Our city is the one of the richest city in the world by petrol.
Yeah.
Also, the city is cloudy and dark. You know, we get the idea. We call the bands Dark Phantom.
Yeah.
That's the name became behind the petrol, that the fire that burning from many decade ago, many years ago. Also, the city is the dark and cloudy. That's the idea of the name.
Cool. So it must be quite dangerous, though, being a metal band over there in Iraq.
First, we didn't think the dangerous when we started, but in 2011, when we did our first concert in Kirkuk city, uh, that it was the first time in Kirkuk that happened. Uh, Young people playing rock and metal music, and the concert being the tickets buying in the stations, in the stores, and we put it some posters in the streets. Also, the first concert was like we sold like more than 300 tickets,
Right.
and the concert was crowded, and we really get scared when it was like a first time on the stage playing in front of people, you
Yeah.
know. And after the concert, at that time the situation was so hard in most of Iraq. They talked about our music in the mosque, in the Friday prayer. They
Yeah.
said the Satanists playing music in our city, and after that we get message to our page in Facebook. They know our family, our names, our brother names. uh, Really we get scared about ourselves and about our fans and family. We didn't play that time. We planned to make another concert, but we scared to someone can
Yeah.
came inside of us and explodes himself inside our fans and friends and us too. And then we get busy from recording our first EP. By it's been like 5 tracks, 5 songs, but the EP really was not good. We didn't had any good experience from recording and mixing, mastering. But it was good experience for us to learn how recording will happen.
Yeah.
Uh, and after that, we played a multiple shows in 2012 and 30 in north of Iraq. It was a much safer than Kirkuk and middle or south. But the scene, our scene is not big, and we really have a very small scene in Iraq. Uh, uh, but when the concert is done, we came in into 2014, and two of our members left the band. The drummer left the band because there was no gain behind the music. He said, "I want to get a job and get a money for life." And the
Yeah.
vocalist left the band when his brother injured in car bombing, and the situation was bad. He traveled to Turkey and then I think to different countries, and we get another drummer, another vocalist. We changed our style to more extreme, more heavier, from heavy metal to thrash death and metal.
Yeah.
Uh, we get some stuff. We built our home studio for recording, and also the vocalist was very good in recording. We released our first single called Nation of Dogs. People get shocked. Dark Phantom changing style, and this style is very good. Also, we get worked at that time to finishing our whole album. It was like it was 10 tracks. We get labels from Europe and Asia, South America, from Turkey. We published our album in everywhere in social media. And after that, we get living in ISIS war. That when the ISIS
Yeah.
uh, attacked Iraq and Syria and bombing themselves in everywhere, even in Europe. Really, the situation was a very bad at that time. We did many interviews from the journalists when they come covers ISIS war. When they found us, they called us. "Hey, we want to do interview with us because your music talking about the war
Yeah.
and the government situation and religion corruption." And we at that time we couldn't make any concerts in 2004 and 5. We really The situation was unstable at that time. But in 2080 and 90, we did a tour in Kurdistan region north of Iraq with different bands came from France, but there was not metal bands. Only we played the metal. Uh, and after that tour, I had a contact with Syrian people. We had a fans in Syria. We planned to make a tour first, our first tour outside of the country. We traveled in different and dangerous tour for us, because really the traveling in Syria was not so safe. Like, it was really weird, and we shared the stage with Syrian death metal band. Really, this concert was small and extreme. There was like a more than 100 peoples. All of them was metal hates. The concert was super for me, by the sound check and the audience. It really was awesome.
Brilliant. So you released Nations of Dogs, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing you have had a lot of material stored up, haven't you? So when can we expect the new album from you guys?
Uh, Really, we are working in our upcoming album. Also, we shared our first single in August 2022, called Courtship of Death, and we changed our style. Let me talk to you about the album. The album is we usually most of the bands play in strings guitar, but at that time we played in 7 strings, more heavier, and there is more melodic. We put more Eastern scales and melodic. It's like a little bit Oriental,
Right.
and we finished like a 50% from the album. and we are also working on it. We're gonna release it very soon.
I just want to go back to what you were speaking about earlier. So, what was the Metallica album you had that first got you into metal?
Yes, first time when I listened to Metallica, really they are changing my life, and one of my dream to attend their shows, and I
Yeah.
tried a lot, but I did it finally in
Right.
2014 when I traveled to Istanbul, Turkey. I was in the front row. I see them live.
So
It was an unbelievable day.
that sounds epic. So, what is your favorite Metallica song then?
Also, first song when I listened, it was Sad But Truth and Master of Puppets. It was like a CD mixed from some favorite Metallicas. When listened to them, even I didn't see them. Who's those guys? I didn't know them. I didn't see their face. And after that, the internet was not popular in Iraq. But I asked a lot of friends, and I get their live CDs, live DVDs, and albums, and I go back to their first album, like a Kill 'Em All, Ray the Lightning.
Yeah.
When I saw them in DVD, there was more energy. I loved them a lot, and as I told you, one of my dream when I saw them, I never forget that day ever.
See, living in Iraq, you have like a lot of things will influence you on what you write about and what you sing about. Is that the same with the new album that's going to be released?
Yes, also our music is. We are talking about our situation, and there's the albums is mixed by politics and religion, but
Right.
we are not attacking the religion. We are talking about the bad side of the religion. By there was a fake faithful man's or faithful religion man's. Also, my big influence when I writing music is Slayer and Lamb of God. When I listen to them, or they give me more energy with their fast and groove riffs. In Lamb of God, besides Slayer, when they play fast,
Yeah.
that's give me a lot of influence to writing riff.
Brilliant. Courtship of Death. As soon as I heard that, I was like, that instantly hooked, mate. Honestly, it's fantastic. So, is it is it really difficult then to get media coverage in Iraq for your band? I mean, obviously we've got the internet, so you can get the music out there. You have a lot of fans outside.
Also, Dark Phantoms fans is most of our fans. It's not from Iraq. It's from outside of Iraq. We
Yeah,
have big fans out of our country, because in our country is the metal scene is very small, and most of the people when attended our show, some of them they love it, they like it, and there's a part they didn't understand what we do. They just say this music is just a valence, and something not clear, the vocals crawling. uh, but there was a part too, another part they put this matter in satanic matter.
yeah,
When they saw the t-shirts, or long hair or long coat, they put it in different matters. They think we are worship as Satan.
your artwork for the album, the previous album, is really excellent. Do you plan to have the similar for the new album? And how it?
Yes, the artwork of the Nation of Dogs, the original artwork, was like animals sitting in the parliament of Iraq. They collected money.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but this art we didn't share it yet. We just shared the art of the single,
yeah,
but the art of the album, it's much extreme. They talk it. Let me say you something. It is about the religion.
yeah.
It's like the subjects and the matter about the religion. Also,
That,
the album's artist came from my idea.
cool. So, have you ever thought about moving away from Iraq? I don't know, to Turkey, to somewhere that's more safer for you?
Actually, I didn't think into skip Iraq, because in Turkey there's a life, but the economic situation is so bad. Even
Yeah,
in Europe, the economic situation is day by day going bad and worse.
yeah,
Uh, and here we have a family, and we can live it easily. But also, I'm looking for festivals and shows outside of the country. We can share our music and play as a free, without fear, and in some front of the real metal heads, we
yeah.
can say to them we are from Iraq and this is our music. And also, I'm working on it, but it's not easy. I actually were booked from Romania and Bulgaria before couple months, but there was a issue in visa application.
Right.
But we're gonna reschedule the concert dates maybe in 2023.
Yeah, that would be brilliant, mate. If you can get into mainland Europe and that, I mean, obviously that would be amazing. The internet obviously helps big in a big way for your band. What's the feedback been like then so far to the single that you released?
The single that we released, yeah, it's talking about the death and the religion. Also, the riffs is not. I think this single is one of our easy song in the album.
Uh-huh.
The simple one that we recorded, because it's not complected. The normal riff was not with normal melodies, and we put, also we mix it sometimes between growl and clean vocalist, because there was a fans loved the growl, and there was another's like the clean side in the songs, and also we mix it something new, because for the more that's give you the new taste for the songs. It's not just like a same routine that we didn't play as a same routine, same riff, same style.
Okay. On the YouTube feed, on the comments, you've been getting a lot of positive responses. That must be really pleasing for you.
uh, Actually, we did a lot of interviews about our single, and all of things that was positive, and all of our fans is loved the songs, and they share it, they publish it. Some of them they buy it from Bandcamp.
Brilliant.
Actually, they say that, this song is it's been like you get more. Uh, you worked a lot of these songs. It is much better than the old albums. Also, the old album is good, but there was different things that you put another steps. You getting to better way.
Yeah.
Not going. Not something like uh, you're not doing something just for recording. No, we really we worked hard about those songs. And also I'm so excited when the others is complete, because I see the other songs is much harder, and there's a much melodics on the songs. We put like a eastern test in the songs that will be like a something new.
Brilliant. Okay, then. So, can you give me 4 words to describe Dark Phantom?
Four words, it's like there's a lot of words. One, the chance and that we didn't get it all the time, but and the power that we all also make us together. We didn't uh, deactivate the band, and we get really tired, from traveling, recording, and uh, getting new instruments, and the passion that always we are doing our best for put a new step. for making something new for our fans.
Brilliant, mate. I want to thank you so much for your time. Sorry about the interruptions. That doesn't normally happen. Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers, and listeners?
I'm also my final words. I'm thankful from everyone who listened to us, who supported us, who even just say any words for us. That's mean a lot of us. That push us forward to be strongest and never give up.